What's up, Jeremy?
How's it going?
All right, man. Ready for a big day of shooting?
Yeah.
Gun stuff.
Yeah.
All right. This old Rambler, man. This is awesome. Today we're going to compare two pistols that are very similar, and that is the Springfield XD Compact 45 and the Glock Model 30 45. Both are compact versions of a larger pistol. Both hold 10-round magazines, and both are very high quality. Of course, you want to safety check the guns. They are unloaded. Now here we have the two pistols side by side, and we're going to look first at the silhouette, the difference in the size. And of course the Glock does sport a 3.5-inch barrel compared to the XD, which has a 4-inch barrel. So the slide is just a touch longer. The grip itself, though, because of this extension, hangs over past where the XD does. Trigger profiles, here you can see that the Glock has a thicker base, whereas the XD is a thinner, but both still have the lock. The XD has the accessory rail. This Glock, I believe, is a 2nd gen, and it does not have the accessory rail on this one. It does have 3-dot night sights, and the XD is of course available with the 3-dot night sights. But one of the things the XD has is thinness. It is much thinner than the Glock Model 30. And that's one of the criticisms of the Glock 30 is the thickness, especially of the slide. Safeties on here include a grip safety and a trigger safety. On the Glock, there is the trigger safety. That is the external safety, but there are other internal safeties such as hammer drop or to block the striker fire. And there are no hammers in either one of these guns, but it blocks the striker fire in case you accidentally drop it, and the XD has the same thing. The grip on this is really ergonomic. I really like the grip. It's more like the 9mm version or the 40 version of the Glock. The grip on the Model 30 is thicker, but if you have bigger hands, you may be more suited to that. But it does have a nice feel to it regardless. Both have squared off trigger guards as well. One of the things though that I notice immediately is the height of the slide. And on the XD, the height of the slide is a little higher, and the Glock rides a little lower in your hand. But this does get the sights up there more toward eye level. I guess it's really just completely a matter of preference, whether you like how you like your slide sitting in your hand. The Glock has a single side right hand mag release. The XD has ambidextrous. Okay, here we see a major difference with the Glock using the polymer and the Springfield Armory using stainless steel. These are nice, sturdy mags. Of course, the polymer are too. I know that there were a few issues with these at the beginning. If you've ever watched Nothing Fancy, there were some issues with the stainless steel mags, but they fixed them and they seem to work very well. Both are very reliable. Both are 10 rounds. You know, one of the things about these two pistols is just that it has a whole different feel to it. I mean, and one of the things, I don't think that one's superior to the other necessarily. I think it's just a different feel. It has a longer pull. We pull all the way back and then it pulls. With the Glock, it has actually a little more of a crisper feel to it, but I really like the feel of this Springfield.
The Springfield does have a longer trigger pull, but once you are able to anticipate that when you're shooting, it does feel you're able to stage the trigger and get a good shot off. The Glock doesn't have a bad trigger pull. I mean, it's short, pretty light trigger. It's all about preference, whether you like the longer trigger pull or a short trigger pull.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I think once, you know, there are trigger bars that you can put in either one to reduce the trigger pull. So, you know, and which I really recommend you doing because it really makes it a nice feel to it. I know the Glocks that I have that shoot, like the Ghost, they're just a pleasure to shoot. And you don't really know it until you put one in. Now, the grip feel of these two pistols is a major difference, and to me this is a lot thicker. This feels more again like a Model 22 when you say, I mean, just a smaller frame pistol.
The XD feels like it's a smaller grip, and also it has no finger grooves like it does with the Glock. And if you have larger fingers, this may fit your hand a little bit better, because when I shoot it in my hands, you see that that bottom ridge right there for your middle finger, or for your ring finger I should say, it sits right on my finger, and it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable to shoot. Whereas the XD, it's smooth, and you don't have to worry about the finger grooves getting in the way, because there are none.
Yeah, you know, now this fits my hand fine, and it naturally fits, but I have my hands are just small to medium, so whereas you're right, the XD, that kind of locks itself into a certain grip style, and I think the XD kind of gives a little more leeway. Of course, one major advantage I think too is this magazine. With the being able to give you a full-size grip, you can't even hardly tell that you have an extension on here.
With the larger magazine, with that little grip extension, it actually makes it the full size, so if you do have really big hands, it'll still fit your hand perfectly, and it's, you know, and if you need to, you've always got that smaller magazine for if you want it more compact, more concealable.
Yeah, I think the Glock with this is a Pierce grip, I believe. You can get the standard magazine that kind of follows a low, but this does, it can possibly even snag a little bit, but it does make it comfortable. Now, if you notice on the back here of the XD, there is a small button that raises up if a cartridge is in the chamber. So it's a bullet indicator, lets you know if the gun is loaded or not. I want to say thanks to Jeremy for bringing his Springfield 45 down. We've had a big time today. Just headed over to the range and it was closed, so we decided to just do some shooting here at the house. So we've been trying to get together for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been trying to do this.
So finally, we had a big time comparing two incredible pistols. So good stuff. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. We're going to throw some HPR Full Metal Jacket into the mix. Springfield Armory has a longer pull. The mailman's going to freak out when we're pointing guns at him.
Yeah.
Don't you think?